So this is a really quick intro to TinkerCAD for my STEM class. You will be assigned some tutorials, but I just wanted to cover a couple very, very basic things. One is down here your settings and your grid. So your settings let you decide what units you're going to use. So for this demo I'm going to use inches, and then this is your actual grid, how big your grid is, so 10 inches wide and 7.87 inches tall. This stuff you can change if you want to, depending on what your needs are. But more importantly, I wanted you guys to see this snap grid down here. Snap grid will decide how much things move when you place them. So I'm just going to place this cube here. And then if I use the arrow key, it'll move by 1/8 inch increments. Okay. If that's too much or too little, then you need to change that. So if you're really trying to get intricate in your lineup of multiple parts, then you may want to even turn the snap grid off, and then it will barely move at all. Okay, it'll just slowly move whichever way, like I'm moving it left right now, and you can hardly tell. Okay, so that's the basics. Now, if you right click, using a mouse is much easier for TinkerCAD for me personally, but it's personal preference. But if you right click, then you can look at different angles and move around your object. Obviously, there's a cube over here. You could do that too by left clicking and moving that. Okay. You scroll in and out to zoom. So scroll in, scroll out, and it will zoom wherever you're pointing. If whatever part you want to zoom in on. All right. And then another function is if you push in on the scroll bar, you can move the entire plane left, right, up, and down. Okay. So that's just the very basics. And then one other useful object is the hole. So if I wanted to put a hole in this square, I can use this hole function. All right, this little Hershey Kiss looking thing drops stuff down through. So if I wanted to put a hole in there, I actually want to make it a little bit excessively large, because that way it will. So if I make this just a little bit bigger and then I drop it down, there you go. Okay, now I should be able to, I'll move it to the left a little bit. See, this is where a bigger snap grid probably would make things move a little faster, but I can just move it like that. And if I shrink it just a tad, all right, I can move it in here. Now there's other tutorials on how to line things up and center them. I just wanted you guys to see this really fast while I'm doing it. I can highlight it all, and I can hit group, and that'll cut a hole. So your tutorials will teach you more. This was just, I wanted you guys to know the basics of your settings, how to move things, and just to make a hole. So I hope this helps.